welcome to Puzzle with Emilia, that's me. You know what, I managed to get all the US Nationals puzzles that are only sold, to my knowledge, in the North America Ravensburger shop. So all thanks to Sarah Schuler, who helped me to get these again, just like last year. I'm super excited to do them all. And what's even funnier, so I was unpacking these last week when I was doing the Karen puzzles for the video. You may have seen it already. I realized that I haven't actually literally never seen some of these pictures, these images on these puzzles. And the reason for that is actually because there was the Finnish Nationals on the same weekend as there was the US Nationals, so I didn't actually watch all the live streams. I watched some of them, and we're gonna go through the images, kind of like my first reaction to everything. I don't know. But yeah, I definitely have not seen all of these. If you watch my Twitch live streams, you actually saw what happened when I actually ordered these. How does
You're
this
up
work?
now.
You're up now? Are you kidding me? No. No, no,
Stop
no, no,
everything.
no, 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 no. Are they? No.
I just checked.
No, 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 wait a second, are they? No. Oh, no, 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 no. Oh. What do I do? I don't even have her address. The address is on this phone that it's filming. No. It was like a click, 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 click. Didn't look anything, just everything that says US Nationals. I took it. It was like going places, and now I'm just like afterwards I'm like, ooh, what is this? But yeah, let's get it started and let's take a look at these wonderful things, and then I can do them all. So Sarah sent me also, by the way, these are super cute. Oh, and this like puzzle twist, so nice of her. I did not ask for this. I've never done a puzzle twist. I always talk about it. Fun fact, I just saw that this is actually made by a Finnish designer called Mirka Hokkanen, so I'm like, what? So yeah, leave a comment if you want a video of this. Yes. But let's get it started. All right, first one, let's go see the 500. Let's go through the 500 ones. This one I actually saw on a live stream. I'm pretty sure this was the one that Alice won her round, which I was super excited for. Always cheering for her. Such an amazing young woman, gonna take the puzzle world by storm. Yes, I have tips for all of these puzzles when I will do them, so just wait for the time lapses. Now this I think was in the pairs, but I have actually not seen this before I actually received these puzzles. And this was also for pairs. So I don't know, I feel like this would be faster. I haven't checked any time, so I'm not sure. So we will actually see. I'm actually very excited. I just feel like this would be, but this might be a trap in a way that it's actually easier for an eye than actually for doing as a puzzle. Where should we pile this? Ooh, what is that? Ooh, this is disgusting. What the? Please don't say this was for the final for the pairs. I thought pairs had actually 1,000 pieces for the final. Okay, I have absolutely no idea. Okay, oh, this is my favorite. Oh my god. Yeah, I love this. I absolutely love this. And this is very similar what was in the finals in the US Nationals last year for pairs, I think. And we actually used it now for the Finnish Nationals this year for teams. By the way, I'm a Finnish team champion, so whoop whoop. But yeah, I absolutely love this. This I'm gonna almost like maybe, okay, I should do this in order, so maybe I'm not gonna start with this, but this is like amazing. This is my favorite puzzle before I've ever even done it. Okay, more from the individual solo rounds. I think this might be even the easiest of all the solo rounds, but we'll see when I do it. Kind of boring to look at. But then on the other hand, it's a competition puzzle, so I don't need to really, like, I don't know how interesting it really needs to be. This is absolutely horrible. I'm already disliking this, but just because I haven't done it yet, this is the best puzzle ever, okay? All right, interesting stuff. 1,000-piece puzzles. This I think I saw, yeah. Oh, by the way, I also saw actually this one on the live stream. Yeah, that one I saw as well. This one I saw, I think this was in Teams. Yeah, must have been in Teams. You can pull this off, I would say, rather easily if you have a really good communication with your team. But yeah, that's easier said than done. This one, oh, actually, I'm surprised. This is actually from the same artist who did the Air Balloons Valley last year, the final puzzle. I did that also in the Swedish Nationals this year. I'm surprised. I didn't recognize this as his art. Now that only that I saw this, the name on the box. Okay, I think I will have to give my opinions after I actually do that, because I do love the artist. For some reason, I'm just not vibing for the picture just yet. This looks like maybe not for speeding, so I don't know if I'm gonna speed all of these 1000-piece puzzles alone. If I choose to do just a few or 2 or 3 just for relaxing, I think this might be one of them, but we'll see. Brim brim. Push it to the limit. Okay, kind of gives me similar vibes as this one from the solo round when it comes to those edges. Yeah, fine-ish. I don't think this is like... I mean, at least for themes, I feel like this is maybe easier to split than some other puzzles. I'm not saying this image is like super easy, obviously not, but yeah. Ooh, this one I saw on the live stream, and I was really excited. This one I'm gonna speed. This one, yes. This I'm actually super excited for. And this is also from the same artist who did the Pets of Palm Spring and Yahtzee that were also used in the Norwegian Nationals this year. So yeah, super exciting. This I kind of recognized as his work. But yeah, I don't have an eye for art, so like Amy Stewart is like something I can recognize immediately, but the rest is a bit trickier. Except this one. What is the name of the Demilsa Houghton? If I pronounced that incorrectly, I apologize. Okay, this one. This is actually very... I feel like this is something like a lot of like relaxed puzzlers. Why don't we just call those people puzzlers? Like they're the original, like they're the OGs of puzzles. We're just random sweet puzzlers who ruined this whole relaxation and meditation hobby and made it into competitive, get your feelings hurt when you're not the best in the world thing. But yeah, I actually like this, so I think this is something a lot of people would like, whether it's for speeding or not speeding. And it has tigers. That is tigers on puzzles. But I don't think that goes to that category, but you know what I mean, alright? So yeah, I guess we're just gonna start doing this. Okay, I've been doing some puzzles, as you can see. Let's go. What does it usually say, what I say when we watch a time lapse of me doing puzzle? Here we go, or like, okay, here we go. Yeah, I think that's the one I always say. Yeah. Okay, so here we go. So I started off with the pairs puzzles. I actually did only one like pairs puzzles as a solo. I did only one because then I realized I'm like, I actually have a pair that I'm practicing with for the world. So why on earth I'm not doing, like using this opportunity to do actually competition puzzles with her. So I ended up only doing this one first just for myself. And ooh, so annoying. Obviously I cannot compare with the pairs times, but I went to my speed puzzling and I was like less than a minute away from Topia's Premier, and that's like, I always compare my times with his. I don't think it's actually a secret at this point. But I was like, no, because like I was happy with my time because there was also things I could have improved, which means that I can actually go under those 40 times eventually. But yeah, so I went actually then to do this with my pair, and we obviously did this one again. And yeah, super fun. I'm not even sorry. We practice first and foremost. Filming and the quality and angle of it, mainly secondary. But yeah, I actually like these pairs puzzles. Like I feel like the pairs puzzles are always the ones I want to do solo, and then the solo puzzles are like, I could do this with a pair. But yeah, I was super happy with our times. I think on both, with both of these pairs puzzles, we would have been fourth. If not, I will put a disclaimer on the classification rounds. So then obviously, and yeah, I feel like obviously the other one was faster, the one with more details, and the second one was like more easy to obviously split. Didn't really need to communicate that much. It was like, I do this orange, I do this color. The other one was like just going places and sabotaging each other's, even though it was faster in overall. But yeah, anyway, so we were fourth on both classification rounds. That's a good word. So with my mathing, I was like, okay, so then in the final, we would be like 7 or 8, right? That makes only sense. But the god honest truth with this absolutely horrible, terrible final pairs puzzle is that we would definitely not even be in the top 10. We would have been like 17th with our final time. I have to say, I don't think it shows too well in this video, or maybe actually in the end when I'm literally blocking the whole puzzle. But I was like, we did this one after another, so I was literally like leaning on to the table with my other hand. So I was literally just puzzling with one hand. And yeah, I was definitely not like, I was looking at the image but not really processing it, and then later on I realized there was something like really easy to see. For example, like a darker red was only literally in 4 places, so if instead of just glancing at the image and really like focusing on what am I looking at in this image and what piece I'm working with, I could have realized that okay, there's only 4 places this can go. I've already built 2 of them, so there's only like 2 options. But yeah, that's not what I ended up doing. But super funny thing, I have been always super, like, you know, when we go into a competition where we have those blue bags, Ravensburger bags, and then there was this German Nationals earlier this year, and they had this, like a rainbow colored fancy bag, and then I was like, oh my god, I have so many competitions coming up, like that was before the March when I went to a lot of nationals, and I was like, I'm gonna get one of those as well, and then there wasn't, and I was like super annoyed, like why you're not giving me the rainbow bag? And I was mentioning to my pair, and she's like, oh, you don't even know. And I was like, what do you mean? Like, what's wrong with the bag? There is everything wrong with that bag. Just watch. Okay, I don't have a microphone, but my pair just gave me this saying that they're absolutely horrible, so we're gonna play like this is a competition because I didn't believe that. Yeah, luckily we did not. Okay, I'm not jealous. I was so jealous of these bags. Never mind that one. I hate it. It's horrible. Goodbye. I don't even know how to explain it, but like you rip it open with full force and it doesn't even move. It's like when you're like running with the full speed into a wall. So please, I do not want the rainbow bag. Okay, but that was like that was like hilarious. Yeah. I would have died in a competition if I would have had that. I would have been like, I would have thought that there was like a malfunction. I would have been like, judge, I need scissors for this bag. But yeah, no, what is wrong with that bag? I don't want those. Burn them, please. Okay, then I started with the solo puzzles, and I started the one that they used in the round 2 because I was just very drawn into it. And yeah, I was super happy with my time because a first time attempt and under 45 minutes, right? And I would have been like 8, so that's like super cool. But yeah, that was super cool. I really liked the puzzle. I always love it when there was like some mistakes I do or did. So I know there is improvement. I can do those under 4 days later this year, hopefully. Now I'm promising too much. Then I did the other one that was actually Alice one. I love Alice, by the way. And this is one of the only exceptions I feel like in the whole world, plus some other exceptions, of course, that I was like, I'm not even gonna sort out the edges because literally like they're just the same ones. Now, as I I was going towards the end of this puzzle, I actually started to consider, and now watching this video afterwards, did it actually make sense not to short them out, because my flipping time was approximately 30 to 60 seconds faster. But when I was going towards the end, I realized there's also these flower pieces that are not edges, and I was struggling to find them. And also I realized that, for example, with the edges, I don't even know how to explain. You must have done this puzzle to understand what I'm talking about. But for example, the ones that they went to the top row, I think they had like a hint of blue or something somewhere that you just knew that they go to the top row. So I think if I would have had them sorted out in the beginning, I would have done them like here and there. And also found much faster the other flower pieces in the end. And I think when we're talking about like 30 to 60 second difference, I would have probably benefited and be faster in overall if I would have not like done what I did in the beginning. I mean, it made sense, but kinda then when I really think about it, maybe not. Yeah, I actually love that what they did, that they gave a puzzle that you cannot start off with the edges, because a lot of people do edges just first and say that, yeah, because it just makes sense, it makes it more faster, blah, 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 which is fine. As a strategic decision, it's always cool to do the edges first or not first. But most people actually have it just as a habit. So it's not actually a choice for them, they just do that all the time. So it was actually very interesting, because this is one of the few live streams I had time to watch, and it was very interesting to have like people's reactions, and maybe if they're not used to doing anything else before the edges, then first of all you're kind of like off guard, and you don't have like, I don't know where I'm going with this, but I hope a lot of people actually understand what I'm trying to say. So yeah, that was very interesting. I kind of love that in a way, because this is like good realization that not every puzzle like literally cannot be started from the edges. Yeah, moving on to the last puzzle. This was definitely a puzzle that like looks hard, but it wasn't actually that hard. It was almost like, I would say this was actually even easier than the puzzle from the first round, like the previous one. For the reason, I think my only like downfall, Billy is walking around, was kind of like here that I saw it, I was like, okay, this is gonna be super hard, it's gonna take like a decade. And when I realized that this is actually going quite fast, it was already a little bit too late. So my reaction to the fact that I thought that it's hard actually made it probably harder, or I didn't try my best in a way. And when I realized that I could have done this probably under 55, I was like, okay, it's already too late. Also, I missed the one upper right corner, so that was like also a clear mistake that I did there. But yeah, definitely, I actually like that puzzle a lot in the end, despite how it looks. And also with that one, actually that would have been like my best round if I would have actually competed. Obviously I know this is not the same doing puzzles at home as competing, but I would have been actually 7th on this round. And I always say I want harder puzzles in competitions because I just do better with them. And I don't mean better that I have better time in comparison to other puzzles I do, but I do better in comparison to other speed puzzlers. So yeah, please give me all these kind of puzzles in competition, I'll be fine. Then my absolutely favorite puzzle, and I was super excited to do this, and I did so many mistakes. I'm actually very disappointed with my time, not because my time would be bad, it's actually very great time that I had with this one. I don't know, I did some mistakes with the way I started it, so my order was off, and I kind of got like, I kind of gave up in the middle of it, even though my time was good, but I know like I was thinking it like in the middle of it, like I'm done with this, I don't want to do this anymore. And then of course when I saw my final time, I was like, damn. Like especially with the final competitions, it's always, we're talking about seconds, minutes, so everything counts here, and I should have just pushed it. And also disappointed because this was absolutely my favorite puzzle even before doing it, still is. So I just feel like it deserved a little bit more effort from me. But yeah, with that one in the final, placement would have been, hypothetically speaking, of course, I would have been in top 15. Yes. Anyway, in top 15. I think it's actually even better, because if I would be telling you here like, oh, based on my speed puzzling, I am now on a third on my speed puzzling, which is kind of true for a lot of these puzzles. That is not gonna age well, I'm telling you, because a lot of other people, when they get their hands on these puzzles, are going to be faster than me, and then it just looks stupid for people who are watching later. Also, by the way, this puzzle, so I paid like over 600 euros for these puzzles. Obviously it was like $300 ordering from the US Ravensburger shop, the only place where they sell these. That's what they said. But then the delivery to Finland, and then we have to pay customs, which is like 25.5% of not only of the value of the puzzles, but only the value of the delivery. So yeah, that totally happened. But yeah, there was this smaller competition in Germany last weekend, and they had this puzzle over there. So now I'm like, did I like pay like 300 euro extra just to order from US? And now you're already having this in Europe? Like, I'm sorry, this is rude. Like, what? Like, could have you at least waited like 6 months? Like, I'm fine now that they're selling also the US national puzzles from last year that I also ordered and paid absolutely ridiculous amount for. But I haven't even done that yet, and already people in Europe have it. Like, no, no way. Oof. Okay, yeah, but that was definitely always my favorite. Then I would say my second favorite was the hardest looking puzzle, or like of the solo puzzles. And then probably the first one I did with the collage thing, and I absolutely hated the one that was on the first round that Alice did. Of the pairs puzzles, I think we all hate the final puzzle. I think that's obvious, so I don't know what should I even comment on that. I like the other ones equally fabulous. And yeah, as you can see, I've been doing the teams puzzles, but I'm still working on them, so I have to film again. But yeah, I actually started off with doing the circus puzzle over here, as you can see. I didn't film it fully because I just do this for relaxing. So I decided I will do this one, another one, and the third one, cryptic, puzzles for relaxing. I'm gonna speed puzzle the rest of the 3, so let's see how that goes. But yeah, I actually like this puzzle. It was quite fun. I did it just in the night. You can see the lighting is not the best. Then I started doing this one, which you can see here as it's full beauty. This one I started doing while I was watching EJJ. There is this new EJJ Club 50 plus. So like people who do puzzles in, I broke this. So people who do puzzles like over 50 minutes, so I cannot obviously compete in that, but it was nice to watch my friends do it. And also actually one of the rare times I'm actually watching the Euro Jigsaw Champ, because I'm always competing. I never actually watch it, and with the commentary and everything, when I compete I have it on mute. So yeah, that was also fun. And yeah, now I'm gonna go and continue with these big puzzles. Okay, we have successfully done plenty of more of these theme puzzles, and I'm like done almost. And a couple things I just realized. First of all, this cute thing that Sarah also sent me. Look, it's blue, so it's perfect for what? Cleaning the dust. The Ravensburger blue dust. I've been just doing this on all my tables. I think this is genius. It doesn't matter because, like, this is just genius. Okay, let's take a look at the puzzles. But yeah, I also noticed, like, look at these pieces. So I realized that these pieces are very loose. It's usually very easy to do a pickup challenge with Ravensburger, but these were like, this was just like going places. Yeah, but that was only the 500 piece puzzles. So I started doing these, so this one I just did for fun. Can you actually just guess what puzzle is this one? This is the one with tigers and frogs in it, a pink corner. I did this just for relaxing, didn't film it fully, just the beginning and a little bit almost in the ending. And then I had to pick it up because I had to test it out, are these also loose? But no, that was good. I was also transferring them to the side because I needed to take still pictures, but I also had to start doing the other ones. This one this one and then the Lake Tahoe I did for speed. So I started with the Lake Tahoe. Here it is. The fact that I first of all did 2,000 piece puzzles for speeding in the same day was absolutely dumb. I thought this was the easiest puzzle of the 1,000 pieces, but apparently it was not. My biggest mistake with this puzzle, I think this could have been done under 2 hours, was that when I did basically the easy part, which I honestly feel like was the text in the house and a couple of smaller details, I was seeing things, but I was like, okay, I see for example this water, or there was like this little path on the side, there was a little bit this and a little bit that, there was the waterfall, and I was like, I recognize these, and I just kept like scanning the pieces, but I was always like, oh, but that I will do later. So basically everything I saw was like that I will do later, when there was literally like nothing easier to do. So I should have just really like go for it, but I did not, and I ended up basically doing a lot of time just absolutely nothing and just being like, oh, but that I will do later, that I will do after the whatever I'm hoping to do next. So yeah. And then I did the other one, which surprisingly, so this one. Surprisingly, my time was better with this one, but I think I still feel like the Lake Tahoe was actually easier, but with this one I kind of just learned from my mistake, which was that I just have to go for it. Because I mean, it's a 1,000 piece puzzle, everything is a little bit harder, every section is like double the size. If you would compare how, like, for example, the order you would do if it was just a 500 piece puzzle. But yeah, so time with this one was better. Obviously, no point to compare since these were themes puzzles. I still don't know. I'm a little bit confused with, like, I love Nathaniel Mortensen. That's the name, right? Yes. Like that hot air balloon valley is like one of my favorite puzzles. But I also have seen some other, is it 1,000 or even 1,500 piece puzzle from him, and I feel like they're all like very different. I mean, maybe that's a good thing. I said I don't understand anything about art. I think I'm just more used to seeing like a lot of similar, like very similar illustrations from one artist. So I was just surprised, but it's not a bad puzzle. It was actually quite nice. I kind of feel like I had more time to just enjoy these puzzles, but I was kind of like just pushing for this video. So yeah, I was definitely going places. But yeah, here I still have to take a picture of all these beautiful 1,000 piece puzzles. I just realized that this is here upside down. Okay, so if you're wondering why this puzzle wasn't done, you see still stickers here. I will be doing this for a live stream on Saturday, so if you want to see the last of all of these US Nationals puzzles to be done, join my live stream on Saturday. It's already scheduled in my channel, so you can get the notifications for that. Oh my god, but that was so many puzzles, like 6,000 piece puzzles and what, 500 piece puzzles, and was it worth the 600 to 700 euros? Definitely, but I do hope that they don't, like, literally, as I said before, the one puzzle I already saw, it's now in Europe, So like give me a little bit of time to feel good about my exclusive puzzles here in Finland before they start selling them to everybody. But yeah, and once again, thanks for Sarah for actually sending me these. That is super nice, because if you're wondering, hey, how can I order it? It says that it doesn't deliver to my country. That is true. The US shop only delivers to US to my knowledge. One more thing. How cool is it that they actually had exclusive puzzles that you have not done before? That should be done in every national or world champion or European championship level competition, and I hope Ravensburger associations, federations, whoever has a influence on doing these decisions can hear me now, and probably all of you as well. That is what we need in this sport on that level. Other competitions completely fine, but yeah, follow the example of the USA Jigsaw Puzzle Association's example. But yeah, I have absolutely nothing else to say. I am done with doing these puzzles for now. Please comment what was your favorite of all the teams, pairs and solo puzzles. And just a reminder, if you are a member of the USA Jigsaw Puzzle Association, my speed puzzling coaching services Speed Up is collaborating with your association. So if you go to your association's page, I believe, there should be a document called Discount for the USA GPA members, where you will find more information and discount for that. But other than that, thank you for watching and see you next time. Bye bye.